Welcome back to match 3. This is Old Man Poole. I think we've got a keeper here, a little bit clunky with a couple of deserts and Traveler's Amulet, but we have all of our colors of mana, and deserts are not bad. Worth noting that Atomic Wasabi is a Prodigal Sorcerer, even though we can't see that. I'm going to go ahead and keep. Opponent is mulliganing down to 6. Alright, starting off with the Desert of the True is a pretty reasonable one. I guess we play the Desert of the Glorified first. I think it's a little bit more likely we'll have an early black play than early blue play. I guess maybe we'd want to play our Unquenchable Thirst turn 2, but I don't think that's very often. So let's go ahead and play our Desert of the Glorified. It's maybe worth noting that maybe we should have played Desert of the Mindful first, because we have a swamp to follow it up, but I don't think it's going to matter very often. Okay, Vitalist. Definitely a good one. We do have a lot of different things to interact with it, which is fortunate for us, but we're a little bit a ways from utilizing them. Okay, and we're just going to play our Traveler's Amulet here, and pass. So opponent might ramp out a good threat this next turn, in which case we'll use Unquenchable Thirst. If not, we'll probably just play like start to finish. Okay, Sidewinder Naga is definitely a reasonable one. I think I'm just going to play the Thirst here. We don't really effectively block that for a couple of turns. Well, let's play start to finish and try and throw 2 1/1s in front, but if he has a combat trick, that's pretty bad for us. I'd like to just kind of just grab a land, honestly. Yeah, let's just use our Thirst. I don't think this is a terrible use of it. We have a start to finish if we need it later for a removal spell. My opponent is also a little bit stuck on lands, it looks like, so maybe just slowing him down now is what works best for us. Okay, did find another land. Probably has another play. Not Crocodile. Okay, Talkrop Elite. Pretty reasonable. Does get in for damage in the late game. Go get a island. Okay, Doom Dissenter. I don't hate but don't love. Let's play our Vizier the Anointed. And go and get our Aven Initiate. We're going to take a couple of points of damage from this Talkrop Elite, but I think that's okay. Again, opponent's still a little bit stuck on lands. Or at least was stuck on lands. Looks like he still is. And I think we do have the advantage as the game goes longer if my opponent's playing cards like the Elite and Naga. Definitely not bad cards, just not like the most powerful late game either. Bitterblade Warrior is a good one, though. Trades for a lot of our blockers, which is worth noting. I think we're going to play Doom Dissenter and then just play Start to Finish. Yeah, I don't think we need to hit the Seer to Last Tomorrow quite yet. I'm probably going to cycle this desert away at some point. Oh! Well, never mind. Silly me, silly me. Should have had Plains there for the start. In which case we'll definitely play the Seer of Last Tomorrow. And we'll just plan on, like, maybe double blocking the Bitterblade Warrior. Ugh, that feels kind of bad, but it is what it is. Yeah, should have played start to finish earlier. This has a slight advantage that my opponent doesn't know about it, but I think that's still an incorrect play. If he plays like a bomb or something in this deck, I guess maybe it's a little bit nice that we don't have a removal spell that we've telegraphed. I think I'd rather have the Vizier available to draw us a card off the Initiate in a couple of turns. Okay. It just swings for 2 in the air, doesn't swing with the Warrior. Interesting. That might mean he's playing something like Overrun. He doesn't want to trade that away. Although maybe just trading isn't that exciting for him either. Yeah. It does make me suspicious, though. Even of Enduring Hope. That's another big flyer. We do lose to flyers. I think it's likely we're just going to play start to finish this turn. And then we'll follow up with Even Initiate the turn after. I think we do just kill the Even of Enduring Hope. It saves us 1 point of damage. I think I'm okay with that. One is down to 2 cards in hand, so are we, but let's go ahead and kill the Even. And sacrifice one of our warriors. Or we could get rid of the Doom Dissenter. It's maybe a little bit better, actually. We can always... I mean, warriors in the Doom Dissenter aren't all that different. We just get value from the Doom Dissenter. We just want to swing? I might as well, I think. Maybe I should have been swinging a little bit more aggressively earlier. And we're going to take another crack from the Top Crop Elite. Next turn we can bring back Even Initiate if we have nothing up better to do. I suppose Steer to Last Tomorrow mills our opponent eventually? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Killing off a zombie. Seems fine. He could have swung first and killed off like our Vizier. That might have been better. Let's let him swing every other turn through the Even Initiate though. Maybe that's not bad. You know, my opponent's correctly identified that the way he wins this game is just by going long, or going high with his creature in the air. Let's go ahead and play our Even Initiate first so we can draw a card. In case anything unsavory happened to our Vizier. Okay, a few too many lands for my tastes, but this will force exerting, which I like. In with our Vizier. And slowly whittle my opponent down. Very slowly. Uh-oh. Oh man, another Even. Too many flyers for me. Too many flyers. No swing. Let's start by cycling this away. Okay, well, Deadlands would be a good draw at some point. I don't think we can really afford to start milling ourselves, unfortunately, because if we hit our, like, we don't have much value. I guess we have Grinded Us, but that doesn't even do anything unless we play the first half, and if we hit Approach, we just straight up lose. Feels like a bad trade. We need to find some stuff to deal with these flyers, though. Bunch of 3/3s in the air. This deck's not equipped for that sort of thing. I've obviously found a few more lands than we would like, but Seer does push us towards the second approach really fast if we get the opportunity. You might just exert here, yeah. Yes, for quite a bit. Obviously not gonna block. But we do go to 5. Like, we are not in great territory. Ooh, Deadlands is good though. Deadlands is good. One of our better draws. Let's go ahead and shrink down his Even. And I guess sacrifice her to the Glorified. Maybe we should have hit the Top Crop and just forced a trade there. Again, I don't think there's any real reason not to play our lands. Oh, I guess we played Deadlands that turn. Go ahead and swing with our Vizier and the Wretched Camel. Might as well, I think. Okay, opponent just go down to 18. Pass. Yeah, well, maybe we should have shrunk that and then shrunk it again next turn, because he's still going to be able to exert this. Again for a couple of points. Yeah, I think that might have been a better play. Ooh, Supreme Will. And then they both trade with the Initiate. Yeah, that was a mistake. We could have just killed that off and saved us a couple of points of damage. That's alright. Some mistakes are going to happen. And I think that was a not incredibly intuitive one. Usually you want to get rid of the card that's exerted a little bit earlier, but... Or, sorry, you want to get rid of the card that's not exerted, because this isn't going to be as immediate of a threat. But at this point we're trading for a card anyway. We used up a desert kind of for no reason, and are taking some damage. Little mistakes, little mistakes. Okay, we do have Supreme Will, which potentially blows out my opponent. I guess even if he has like a pump spell, we could lose because of that. Heal. Yeah, that's not gonna get there anyway, though, is it? Alright. Yeah. He swings that for 7, that's enough just on its own. Okay, well, that was an instance where we would have been dead anyway, but yeah. Dang. Okay, Appeal to Authority, showing off how good it is there at the end. Okay, I think we had a good shot there. We didn't find our approach quite soon enough, but that's alright. I think we are going to bring in our flyers. I think this is the way we lose. Do we want to bring in even? It does stretch our mana a little bit more, but could be pretty good. It doesn't look like he's quite as aggressive on the ground. Maybe we don't need all of our defensive creatures. Ancient Crab probably wouldn't have been great. Maybe even like Dune Beetle. We could have just seen a draw where he had more flyers than average, but yeah, I think we're gonna hedge a little bit farther in defending our flyers. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna add another planes. These are still kind of late game cards. We only need one for it to be good. So okay, let's run it back. Come on, I want to approach the second sun at least one more time. Okay, this hand's pretty good. It's a little bit slow, but we have Grind to Dust, Consign to Oblivion. We got some good late game cards, and Blight Bat. Go ahead and keep this. Yeah, man, Appeal to Authority to number on us there for sure. I guess the first time I've lost to it, but it was definitely a loss. Okay, opponent having to mulligan again. This land's not looking super friendly for him. We obviously do need to find a black source, but yeah. Alright, not quite black, but that's alright. Probably not going to play Consign to Oblivion anytime soon. Trial of Knowledge is not a bad one. Be nice to be able to play our bat here, but again, it is what it is. Ooh, Survivor's Encampment. Doesn't quite fix it for his mana at this point. Ah, one turn too late. That's okay. Let's go ahead and play our Ava Initiate. And start beating down. Looks like my opponent's Mulligan and Land Screw may hurt him more this game than it did the last one. He really really just needs to find green though, and I'm sure he's on. Ooh, red. Okay, I think we're just gonna play our Blighted Bat and make it speedy. Cancel will still be good for other threats later, I think. Going for 5. Very possibly has some sort of burn spell. A lot of times that's why you would splash with the mountain. Yeah. Open fire? Sandblast. Okay. Reasonable. The fact it's on the Ava Initiate is a little bit nice for us because we can bring that back eventually. Next turn, we're probably going to play Trial of Knowledge. We have a whole bunch of answers and not tons going on. Okay, Vizier of the True is good. We'd like to find a land to make full use of this grinded dust. Even consign if we need to next turn. Our Trial. Oh wow. Okay, well we're finding a land for a while. Quenchable Thirst is kind of off right now, so maybe that's actually not our best card. We've got, yeah, I think that's probably what we want to pitch, because right now it's just kind of an off card. Yeah. Alright. I am not going to swing here. I don't want to force him to exert. Alright, well we do need to find lands. But we have an Even of Enduring Hope along the way, start to finish, Doomed to Center. We have a lot of good, like, stalling cards, even with pitching the Unquenchable Thirst. If we find a land, it's possible that Grinded Dust just does serious work here. Ooh, playing for green. Sign White or Naga. Okay. Just developing out his board. Land would be great. Nice. I do think we're just going to use Grinded Dust now. That's getting rid of 2 pretty reasonable threats from my opponent. Not sure he'll have a great way to come back from it. It does. Choosing number, yep, both of those. And we'll hit in with our bat for good measure. But those are both pretty powerful effects and ones I don't really want to stick around on the board. Vizier of the True especially, just has the potential to be really nasty. The opponent did find a forest, finally working his way out of his mana problems. Runs to Stalwart's not a bad one. Okay. Desert of the Mindful. I think, what do we do here? We got 6 mana. Certainly not start finishing, not keeping up cancel. Probably just even play desert. I think so. We have enough things that we need to do right now that playing the desert's better than waiting, I think. It might also enable, I guess it enables synergies of in the graveyard too. I think we're okay taking 3 though. He does force him to exert into the even. Alright, let's go ahead and swing with our bat. It's unlikely that anything my opponent does will change this line, but certainly give him an opportunity to interact first. Okay, let's play our desert, and we'll play our even. Magic Online's been a little bit laggy for me. We haven't had any problems with it, but clicking on cards multiple times and paying mana multiple times is always a little bit scary. Another 5 in the air, though. Yep. And exerting. I think that's fair. My opponent's not blocking, obviously. It's about now that I want to start leaving up cancel if I can. Okay, Catcher's Adventure's another good one. Another kind of slow card, though. Bitterblade Warrior. Okay. So we could consign to Oblivion this next turn and just get rid of the rest of his hand. And probably Catcher's Avenger is his best attacker. Is there anything better than that? I don't think so. 7 mana, we could play Start, Doom Dissenter, and, or I guess just 2 things. So I guess Seer and like Start, which is fine. Or keep out Cancel. Yeah, let's consign the. We also get rid of his forest. Have an interest. Oh, it's not land. Ah, never mind. Not quite that exciting. Yeah, let's bounce a Catcher's Avenger. And then just destroy his hand. It's kind of crazy that this effect is like pretty good, but still way worse than something like the Dinrova Horror. Ooh, I'm really happy to get the Colossipede from just a couple of sets ago. But that card was pretty unfair too, so. Yeah, that was a pretty good Sign to Oblivion though. Opponent's dead in 2 turns. Not real likely to improve that clock. I did find another spell. Spearmaster. Yeah, that's fine. My opponent is top decking though too, so. Yeah, that gives us access to 8 mana, so we can play Seer the Last Tomorrow, Doom Dissenter, and keep up Cancel. Or play Start at the end of his turn. Go ahead and swing with both of our creatures. Alright. Oh, man, I didn't even blow up Cancel. I am so bad. Played this matchup. Like, I don't know. We played pretty miserably. Despite the cool approach to the Second Sun deck. We've had bad mana mistakes across all of our games. Just been playing sloppily. Alright, looks like that was enough to take that game, though. Let's hopefully take the last one. It's all riding on this. Wonder if we want Reed Stalker instead of the Aven. It's so much worse against his Avens, which he has 2 of, but it is still pretty good against the Talkrop Elite. Can sneak that guy in. And it's just easier on our mana. Okay, we cut like Moaning Wall. He's still got like some ground creatures though, for sure. I think we could get beaten down. Like maybe Doomed Beetle is important. Just a question of knowing whether the flyers come out to play or something else. I think even Reed Stalker is still just kind of bad. Maybe it's better than Carrion's Creature though. No, because Carrion's Creature trades with the Aven. Yeah. There are gonna be times where you just get our opponent with that, but he's got some, like, it's just so bad against his Avens. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep it like this. What do we want to cut? Maybe we can summon, or cancel. It's been a little bit lackluster against my opponent. He hasn't shown us any like big bombs. He seems to be a little bit more of an early game deck. Maybe that's just too slow on the draw. Alright, let's submit that. See if we can't sneak one more game out of this. Yeah, there's Approach. We also have Doom Dissenter and Quenchable Thirst. Do you think we keep? This hand needs a little bit of help. A Desert draw 1 would be great. Oh, man. That never gets old. Sometimes my deck just loves me. It just loves me. What do you mean sometimes? All the time my deck just loves me. Cool. So we'll get rid of that Stalwart. We're not going to have a great way to block it for a little while, so Unquenchable Thirst will just have to be a good answer. It's great. The problem is Rose Star is just like great against Doom Dissenter and the like. Next turn we probably play the Desert of the Glorified Doom Dissenter. Unrikudu. Okay. He gets 3-4 out of the deal. A little bit of value there. I think we are just going to play our lands aggressively. We do need, or want to play Approach the Second Sun on time. They're Doom Dissenter. That Unrikudu is actually going to be a little bit of a pain for us to deal with. We do have a good number of fat blockers, which could help, but I'm going to take a couple of points. What are the odds that we want to... We probably do want to block with the Carrion Screecher, right? Although maybe we'd rather block a flyer. I was thinking we could double block this and get like a 2-2 out of it. That doesn't even feel that great. I think I'm going to block here. Save us some life while we can. And upgrade to a 2-2. Oops. There we go. Magic Online being a little bit slow again. Ooh, Hooded Brawler. Okay, the beatdown is commencing here. Final reward will be good eventually. I think now we just have to play our Carrion Screecher. This is an aggressive start for my opponent. If he exerts this next turn, we can't really block it. Uh-oh. Okay. Fear the True's pretty good. If exerts, tap something down. Take 8? Oof. Yeah. Alright. I think we're gonna get run over here, unfortunately, before the approach can come online. No point in chump blocking. Play Blighted Bat, or we just keep up our will. We just final reward that right now. We find another land, Supreme Will and Blighted Bat go better together. Maybe we just final reward. In which case, I think we just get rid of it now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If we wait, it's possible he has something like... It's possible he has like Appeal to Authority and he'd go for it. Probably not, though. Turn. You wait till we get in combat, though, I think. I could kill that, he could swing, but probably won't. Probably just wait and swing with that. Then removes a blocker, but I guess then we can play Blighted Bat and that interacts. We can always like swing with both next turn, and that's 8. I think we just have to get rid of the Vizier. A little bit rough, but I think we do. Again, we're just playing a stay alive game. Our life total does matter an awful lot. We just trade here. Feels kind of bad. Removes any chance of us trading with the Hooded Brawler. But that does have to exert. This is swinging for more per turn. He has a trick, it's pretty bad for us. Although, I mean, a trick's gonna be bad regardless, right? Ugh, rough. Alright. He's just trading those away. Skirmisher or Spearmaster's good. Land. Alright, we'll play our Blighted Bat. He's a defensive creature. It does force him to exert with both. And then we'll have Supreme Will up. Can counter something potentially. Or just make sure we hit our next land drop for approach. Assuming he doesn't have anything and he has to exert, approach does buy us some time. Cartouche. Right. Can't do much about that, unfortunately. We got into 5 here. Supreme Will just doesn't quite counter that. Alright, well, there's the plains. Range Dust would have been really good, though, too. I'd love to be able to shuffle our deck. Okay. Quenchful Thirst potentially sets us up for a turn next turn. Alright, let's play Approach. Ooh, it's gonna be close. He doesn't need much to get us still. That means we have 6 cards on top. Alright, and pass. Next turn we play Thirst on the Brawler. He has another threat, we're probably dead. So we're gonna go down to 5, then he can exert with the Spearmaster if we don't hit anything. And there were a lot of good cards that were going to the bottom of the deck there. Okay. Take our hit. No play for my opponent. And a Pitiless Vizier. So this is gonna go up to 5 though, right? So Pitiless Vizier doesn't actually even keep us alive. Okay. So that's gone indefinitely. Draw 5 more. He has Appeal to Authority, we're dead. That's been the case, I think, a couple of turns though. Yeah, he could have killed us last turn, right? No, just +3/+3. But he can't kill us this turn with it. He's got it. Cartouche? Is it that bad? Okay. That sets my opponent up. Swing for 3. Kill us next turn unless we draw something. Come on, top decks. Oh man. Alright. GG. It was a wild ride. Not quite enough. Oh man, Morning Wall turn earlier would have been great. There it was. I'm not sure we could have survived that though. Morning Wall would have helped. Threshold was good. Well, it was a little bit disappointing end to the match, but I'm not sure there's anything more fitting than playing Approach of the Second Sun as our very last Hour of Devastation draft. It's kind of emblematic of everything I love about the format. You can play these really big sort of crazy spells alongside really good ramp decks, and you can also play just kind of your classic beatdown. I think I did a lot of that early on in the format as well. Yeah. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I will see you guys on Monday with a whole bunch of Ixalan.